All right. In the backyard, remember the dead man? Why don't you tell us about the dead man?
And Louis had piled some dirt in the back. And it was piled something like when they bury somebody and the dirt is piled up.
Uh-huh.
And he found a pair of boots and he stuck them in one end of that pile of dirt and buried just the top, just so the feet part stuck out. And then people would walk back there, and I don't know where the story got started. There was somebody buried back there, and I think it was just to scare the kids. And it was just a pair of shoes. And somebody took a stick or made a cross and put that on there. And the kids used to put flowers on there. And I think Jenifer was kind of scared to sleep in my back room account of that. She thought it was a dead man back there.
It was a really cruel thing that Grandpa did. Yeah. I think he took great pleasures in knowing that it was the big joke. What else? Can you tell me, when we were all little kids, what were some of the things we'd like to do around your house? We come every Saturday, I remember, after our parents are divorced. You guys
I
would watch
don't know. You played school on in that room, and we had a big table back there, 4 chairs, big TV, and a big armchair. That was all the furniture we had back there. And you kids spent most of your time there and ate your lunches back there, and we ate the evening meal together back there. Mm-hmm. And it was real nice.
Tell them a story about when Jen and Adam were playing school.
When they were what?
Playing school.
Jenifer was the teacher all the time. And anyway, she gave Adam he was maybe in the first grade or second. And anyway, she gave him some problems, and he didn't like to do math. And she says, "You work these." And he looked at me and he says, "I don't want to do this," and he shoved it away. And Jenifer looked at him and said, "Well, if you want the kids to call you the dummy, just don't work them." And he sat a little bit and he says, "Okay, give it to me and I'll do them." And he did. Didn't want to be the dummy.
That's funny. Can you think of any stories about Adam?
Well, the only story I know, when he was real small, about 11, 12 months old or so, he loved his grandpa. He didn't want anything to do with me. The minute he came, he wanted to be with Grandpa. And then after about a couple months, he really liked me. And then he wanted me to hold him and be with him. And that's... Turn it off.
No, keep going. And then, so Adam was, he'd pick his person that he liked, huh?
Oh, yes.
That's funny. How about, can you think of any stories with Kelly around the house? Kelly was really the first grandbaby you had you had Lynne, but she was out of state, so you got to see Kelly all the time.
Well, I don't know. He was just with us a lot. If we went any place, we took him with us.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he stayed overnight, we just wrapped him in a blanket, took him with us, and usually he just went to sleep when we got to that place, and we played cards and Kelly slept.
That's pretty easy. So,
Yeah.
do you remember us all being easy babies, or what do you remember about us? How about me? Do you remember us being easy babies, calm?
Oh, you were nice kids. You were real easy to babysit. We'd love to have you come.
I remember I'd come over to your house whenever I had a sick day.
Yeah. When you had asthma attacks, and you'd be at our place. And
I remember laying out on their Davenport.
yes.
You had the right way of setting it up always, I remember. It was always a treat.
Yep, you had lots of asthma attacks.
Yeah.
Went to the hospital lots of times.
Yeah. Let's see, what else? When, how old were you? Do you remember how old you were when you moved to Arizona?
57, 58, I think it was.
That was a long time. And then when you remember when you were living down here, I think you had a heart attack before Grandpa died, right?
Yes. Oh, no, I was 59 years old. I had a heart attack.
So that was right after the first time you came down? I mean, you had a heart attack after you moved down here right away? Or was it
Well,
later
we
on?
moved in 70, and my heart attack wasn't until, I can't remember.
And you had like open heart surgery, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
in 92, February the 2nd, 1992.
And then Grandpa got cancer a couple years after that, right?
Yeah, he had cancer, and he was 74 years old in 74, and he got cancer. Early in the spring is when we first found out that he had cancer.
And he had.
You got like 2 minutes left. See it splashing? You get 2 minutes left of the tape.
Yeah. Okay, Grandma, we're gonna let's hold that thought for a moment, okay?